Hey, welcome everybody. Matthew, for whoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same as my brother, my sister, my mother. And we finished that yesterday. We added that verse on, but it does begin today's column. So I put it back in there. The same day when Jesus went out of his house and sat by the seaside, and a great multitude were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. I know what's wrong. I can't get this to come down. That's why. Well, and he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside. Oh, this is the parable of the sower and the seeds. My old Bible study instructor was like this. He knew more about the Bible than anybody I know, hardly. And so did the other guy that would come in and sit with him. And next thing you know, one of them doesn't even believe the Bible's real anymore. Old Bible study instructor doesn't. And the other one's still stuck in that free will, loves Donald Trump. So, which, most of the Christian right wing does. What are you going to do, right? There's nothing you can do. So, but this is the parable of the sower and the seed. This is who they are and what they were and what they're about. And some of the seeds fell on the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some seeds fell in stony places. They had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, but because they had no depth of the earth, and when the sun was up, they were scorched because they had no root. They withered away, to get moisture and things like that. Sun burned them up. And some fell on thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell into good ground. These are your sheep, and brought forth fruit. Some 100-fold, 60-fold, 30-fold. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And Jesus said, For you it is meant to know the mysteries of the kingdom, but for them it is not meant to be. We'll get to that verse tomorrow. I paraphrase that one. And that just tells you there's no such thing as free will. You cannot get the truth on your own. Jesus is the word, and the word is one big parable. So anyway, love y'all very much. Ask questions anytime. Whoops, I'm going to Daniel. Sorry, I got a blister and a cut on my foot, and it just I got preoccupied with it. Then he said, I want to read these in a New Living now, because now we're getting to the King of the North, King of the South, which is very... Not yet, though, are we? Okay. Then I'm going to read it in the King James, since we don't seem to quite be at the King of the North, King of the South stuff yet. And that might be more at the end of 10 and 11. Then he said unto me, Fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set in thine heart to understand and to chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the king of Persia. Now I am come to make thee understand what shall befall thy people in the later days. For yet the vision is for many days, which is the end times, of course. And when he spoke such words unto me, my face fell forward to the ground, and I became dumb. So he could not speak. And behold, one of the similitude of the sons of the men touched my lips. Then I opened my mouth and spake, and he said unto him that stood before me, O my Lord, by the vision my sorrows are turned upon me, and I have retained no strength. For how can the servant of this my Lord talk with this my Lord? For as for me, straightway there remained no strength in me, neither is there breath left in me. Then there came again and touched me one like unto the appearance of a man, and he strengthened me, and said, O man, greatly beloved, fear not. Peace be unto thee. Be strong, yea, be strong. And when he had spoken unto me, I was strengthened, and said, Let my Lord speak, for thou hast strengthened me. And And now we're about to get into that story tomorrow. All right. Love y'all. Ask questions anytime.